What the was the photographer Pitlane bowling thing? That was frightening, man. That was actually frightening.
Yeah. So I can't imagine anyone missed it, but if they did, so last lap of the race, Ocon still needs the pits because he's still got his hard tyres on from Bahrain at the start of the season. He has to pit to make his mandatory stop, and the fire marshals decided to block off the entrance to the pit lane. It wasn't a good look, as Ocon was coming down the pit lane, and then loads of people were frantically getting out of the way. But yeah, and in response to that, the FIA decided to summon the FIA.
Yeah.
So it's
Bad
very impressive.
FIA. Bad.
How dare you? We'll make a note and we'll have a harsh reprimand. It's like, can you imagine after the podcast, Dan and I just talking about how we've done a really bad job. What are we going to do next weekend? Same job again.
Yeah. So I've got the decision document here of what this was, right? So the official thing is people blocking the fast lane in the pit lane on the final lap while the pit lane remained open. The stewards heard from the FIA representatives and determined that the relevant representatives took steps to set up the parc fermé area and also permitted media and other personnel to gather in the start of the pit lane and the pit wall during the last lap of the race. Now, unofficially, this is not on document, but photographers and staff in the pit lane towards the end of a race is not new.
No, that happens every week. That's literally every week. They've set up the bollards for P1, 2, and 3. Everybody's getting there with their camera to get their prime spot to get like, oh God, yeah, Checo flex when you're standing on top of the Red Bull. Sorry.
Oh, dear.
Sorry, Jamie. Sorry, Tomo. Other Tomo, photographer Tomo.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Oh, bless him. Fucking phone completely off now. So I think the issue... Fucking... We'll just throw that. We'll throw one of them in there while we're at it. The issue was the fire marshal set up the fucking... Oh my god!
It's not good.
I can't.
I've got nothing left.
I've got nothing. Oh,
dickhead!
They fucking set
What
up
a
the barriers.
dickhead!
They shouldn't have set up the fucking barriers. The FIA said, "Oh, we regret it. We'll promise it will never happen again." Well, whatever.
This is what I mean, right? We're talking about Albon, right? Doing the one stop in Australia. This literally happened then. There was VIP Muppets like on the side of, like when he was driving through. You see on Alex's onboard, like they're within a few feet of the side of his car. So it's not the first time it's happened. They've not learned from what happened. Like in Australia, it wasn't. It was only if you saw the onboard afterwards, you're like, oh, that's a bit sketchy. But here you've got Sky Sports. You've got Ted losing his mind, rightly so, because he thinks about 60 people about to have their ankles cut off by an F1 car.
Have you ever played Carmageddon?
No, I haven't.
That's a messed up game.
He's not as old as us.
Yeah, exactly.
That game's about 25 years old.
They have to do like a different version for like different countries because so many countries didn't allow it. Yeah.